up guys, it's Fisayo here, and right behind me is Samsung's latest innovation in televisions and TV tech for 2021. It's called the QN900A. It's so large at 85 inches, there's almost no bezel here, and the bezels are almost invisible. It's a quantum dot LED TV. It's way smaller than regular LED, and regular LEDs that Samsung have made in the past. It's the sharpest display I've ever seen. It's so big, it can fit me 3 times. It's so damn big at 85 inches, and the price tag is also so damn big. This TV behind me is retailing for $89.99, aka 9,000, aka 4.5 million naira, and the naira price is not yet confirmed. That's the direct conversion I did, but you have to consider import duties and other things, so I'll leave the correct price displayed here for you guys. In this video, I'll do my best to explain all or most of the features of this TV, share my experience using this magnificent piece of tech. I didn't find so many in-depth videos on this guy, so I'll do my best here. So please give this video a thumbs up so more people can discover the analysis that we'll be sharing about this product, this TV here. And without further ado, let's get to the video. Alright, so the first thing that stood out to me when I first got this TV in regards to the QN900A is the large size. It's big, and it's rightly so. I've got the 85-inch version here. It comes in different sizes: 65 inches for $47.99, 75 inches for $59.99, and this 85 inches, this one right here, for $89.99. If you want the direct naira price, again, just multiply each amount by 500 naira, but I'll also leave the correct pricing in the description of this video, so you can check that out for yourself. I played the PS5 on this guy a lot, for science purposes, and I did quite some Netflix watching for science purposes at 4K HDR. It does stand out quite nicely. But before we go into the main areas like the display, my everyday usage, let's talk about the build quality and setup of this QN900A. Okay, so this TV, this QN900A, I can't keep mentioning the name like this. I feel like you can't run out of words to qualify how big or massive this TV behind me is. The back has quite the story to tell as well, which we'll explain in a minute. And as far as the side profile, it's so flat too. Now, when it comes to the slimness of this TV, you are right at 15.4 millimeters, or wait for it, 1.5 centimeters. That's like 2 Samsung S21s put together. It's so thin and delicate. It's got perforated sides going all through and around the TV, which makes it so unique looking. Now, the back of this TV has 4 tweeters or speakers on either side, and as you can see here, you can see the openings for sound output, and of course the vents. You can also see these 4 holes for your VESA mount if you want to wall mount it. If you want to wall mount this guy, I've seen images of this TV being wall mounted, and they just look so good. There are these horizontal 4 for another kind of mount that will hold it wide enough. I believe it's called the slim fit wall mount. The base of this TV is really sturdy when you have attached it to its solid metal. Then the back of the TV has the holder of the OneConnect box. So what is this OneConnect box? Well, you can see how thin this TV is. One way it can be this thin is taking all of the power or components away from the back of the TV and getting one plug to connect it to. Get it? One connect. So basically, that's what the OneConnect box is. That's what the OneConnect box looks like. For my first impressions, the OneConnect box is quite heavy, so that gives me some confidence that this TV is going to have something substantial that will hold it up as far as the power is concerned. On the top and on the right side of the OneConnect box are where we've got the vents. At the bottom is where we get the main power port. This is where the power cable goes right into, and you've got some space to properly line it up so it stays fixed. On the other end, this plug goes right into the wall and gets into the wall socket. On the right side is where we've got the series of the ports. The right side of the OneConnect box, the LAN port for your Ethernet, the AV port, 2 5-volt and half amp USB ports, 4 HDMI ports, one with the eARC for audio, 1 USB port which is also 5 volts but has 1 amp for your hard drives, and then we've got the OneConnect port. How this works is, now you've got the power port in place, just place it at the back of your TV, at the base of the back of the TV, and then you plug the OneConnect cable to the OneConnect box and you connect it to the TV with a proprietary plug, this proprietary plug, and that's how you power an almost 5 million naira TV. Oh, you've also got the case to cover them so it looks slick, but it's at the back of the TV, which no one watches the back of the TV, I think. Now, the QN900A comes with this very sleek remote. It reminds me of the Q800T we had in the studio last year. That one used batteries. This time around, we're getting something that looks pretty much the same, but with a different functionality. You know, we have the number pad, the microphone for voice assistant, and by the way, this TV comes inbuilt with Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, and Bixby. You also get the multi-view button, you get the directional button and the enter button, you get the play, pause button, home button, back button, volume up and down button, which you don't actually press the volume up and down button, you flick it, but you can also press it to mute. You've also got the channel up and down, you've got direct shortcuts to Netflix, Amazon Prime, and a TV station. Depending on the region, you could get Samsung TV Plus, or this is from Dubai, you get a VIP TV thingy. The upgrades we get on here are now, of course, the fact that you don't need batteries on your remote anymore. You have a USB-C charging port, and hey, we also get a solar panel for the charging at the back. And you know what's cool? You can even charge it with just ambient lights in your room, and if this remote is fully charged, it should last you for a year. Like, how cool is that? You don't have to worry about your remote for 365 days. Anyway, you don't have to be like me that stands their remote, but if you want to, you can stand your remote. Alright, so I'll jump to the display quality, and let me just say, I know it's an 85-inch TV. I've said it multiple times, it's technically 84.5 inches diagonally. You can just say, you can just say it's rounded up to 85. It's pretty close to 85. It's got really good viewing angles. So even if you're close to the edge, if you're far away from the TV, the sharpness still remains the same. Let me just say, it's so cool to use a TV with almost no bezels. Yes, the bezels are as thin as a pencil drawing. Yes, I said so. That's how thin it is. It looks so cool edge to edge, and the viewing angles again and again always looked so great. Samsung calls this an infinity display with zero bezels, and I can see why. Like, if I were to put this in category for TVs on the market right now, I'd say this is like the Rolls Royce of TVs, this particular Samsung one. Anyway, to the serious stuff, what do you get with an 8K panel? For context, an 8K panel would play back 7680 by 4320 resolution natively. This does that, and it also streams that. It has a feature called AI upscaling, where it upscales your 4K, 2K, 1080p content and makes it look better on this massive 8K panel. I tried streaming 8K videos from YouTube. It works, but of course, my data also worked alongside. As you can see on screen, it does stream, and it streams 4K. It's streaming 4K right now. It can also stream 8K the way it is, but I don't want to destroy my data cap. This is 4K on an 8K screen. It upscales that 4K, obviously, to have 8K quality with the same sharpness, same everything. It looks so perfect. The PS5 has a native 4K for the dashboard and everything. This takes it up to 8K. Makes it look really cool. So yeah, with regards to the specs too, if you go to YouTube stats, you can see that this is 4K times 2. Gaming with this TV was just on a different level. It's very sharp, it's very vibrant, it's very smooth, and you know, with the contrast and the motion features, I played Call of Duty a lot on this TV. You know, both the sound and the gameplay is just captivating, and it felt different. Just take a listen for yourself. Watching Netflix shows I enjoyed watching on here, you know, they're just cinematic. It's almost the equivalent of going to the movies at this point, because it's a whopping 85-inch TV at the back here. And according to experts, you know, the recommended distance is 7 feet. Luckily, we have some space for it here. You can sit on the couch here, 7 feet away. So other features you get on this guy are HDR, what Samsung calls Quantum HDR 64X. It's certified HDR 10 plus. You get that juicy 120 Hz with a very great motion features on here, VRR, 100% color volume with quantum dot. There's something I've not talked about, and I had to wait to this point to get to that. That's the processor on this TV. We've got something called Neo Quantum processor. The name aside, what Samsung packs inside this guy is a major upgrade from their previous lines of QLED TV. When it comes to the tech here, you can better expect contrast ratio because of the mini LED. It's better than what you've got out there. It's much more better with local dimming. Basically what this means is that the blacks will be black and richly so. Say bye-bye to backlight. The TV also has an anti-glare feature. This is heavy light pointing at me. You can't see it on the screen. And even when it's really bright outside with the sun and everything, you can still clearly enjoy this TV. I've reduced the brightness on this TV and you can't even still see it. So it's actually that good. So you definitely enjoy it with all of the sharpness and the brightness. You don't have anything to worry about in that regard. The user interface was also very well designed and cool to look at, seeing all your settings and apps that you can reach immediately, you know, Netflix, YouTube, Amazon Prime, everything. You can even resume whatever it is that you were watching. The interface is so easy to navigate. No complaints on that front. It's similar to what we brought to the studio last year. And also feel free to check out my PS5 review in the description below. I don't want to go too much into the gaming, but trust me, gaming on an 85-inch TV is a whole different vibe. You can ask Tayo enough films. Now when it comes to the power consumption, on Samsung's website, stats there say that you get roughly 250 watts to 520 watts at the max. What I did notice though was that this TV got really warm to the front area. You don't even need to touch it. Actually, Samsung strongly advises against touching it, but this TV gets really warm when you're around it after a while of use, but it didn't affect the performance in any way. As far as the speaker setup on the Samsung QN900A, you've got a high-end 80-watt sound system on this TV alone. 8 speakers at the back with woofers. It's got Dolby Digital Plus audio, Dolby 5.1 decoder. It has a dialogue enhancement feature, and you know, one that blows my mind is Q Symphony, where the TV uses sort of AI to detect areas on screen where there is movement and figures out that sound is coming from there and directs the sound to come out more from that area, you know, to that section. And you can see on the back of the TV, there's numerous speakers all over the place, all over the display. And when I put my hands around it, I actually felt how the sound was pumping from the TV, from all over the TV. You don't really need another speaker when you've gone with this TV. You know, after you spent all that money on this TV, you really don't need another speaker. However, if you want the best of the best of the best, Samsung has a soundbar even with more audio features that has Q Symphony, you know, to have spatial audio and everything. You know, the audio will direct and bounce right off in, you know, the space that you're in. And you know, for that huge price tag, you really can't expect less. Here is a sample again of what this TV sounds like.
Nothing more dangerous. Maybe this is the end, but we won't go out together.
No, I'd ride to the death with you.
It's not a smart TV. If it can talk to other things in your house, you know, you can connect your Samsung smartphone with DeX to this TV, of course, and many other interesting features, which I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check out, you know, everything about it. I had quite the time with this TV. I wish I could afford this TV, but sadly, I'll have to return it to Samsung. Thanks to them for letting me experience this beautiful piece of tech and, you know, letting me show you guys. I hope you found this video useful in some way. If there are, of course, any questions that you might have for me, please feel free to drop them in the comment section below. If you found this video useful, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the bell icon beside that subscribe button. And yeah, just ask me any question in the comment section below. I'll be there chatting with you guys. Thank you so much for watching again. I'll see you guys in the very next one. And I wasn't recording at all. Wow. For real? Oh, I was.